we are going to be making a stream of water bend using an electrical field. So that doesn't mean we're going to put our straighteners by this and kill ourselves. No, no, no. We are going to use a comb, a plastic comb. We are going to brush our hair until it gets static, and then you're going to put the comb near the water and watch it bend. Now, the reason this bends is when something becomes negatively charged, so the electrons, remember we've done the balloon experiment in school, the electrons will repel the positive charges in the water and causes it to bend. Quite incredible. So go to the next slide and you will see my own attempt.
Okay, so because my hair's a bit mad, I've called for a trusty assistant here for this one. So my daughter is brushing her hair to try and get an electric charge in the comb, and then we're going to see if we can actually bend water with the comb.
So for my next trick, we are going to do the anti-gravity water trick using a cloth and water. So you've got the instructions here to do it, and then on the next slide I will show you my attempt at home. So the reason this actually works is air pressure. So as we turn our water over with our cloth attached, the air will push up from underneath and hold the water in place. Obviously in my one, not quite as successful as you might hope, but you have a go and see how you do. If you do it good, send us in your videos.
Okay, so we're going to fill this up all the way to the top. Pick a glass that's not too wide at the top, and then we're going to get our piece of J-cloth, put it on like so, and then we're going to turn it upside down to see if this works.
So if you are a religious person, you will have heard of the story where Jesus turns wine into water. So there's also an experiment of turning wine into water, or some people call it blood into water, or we are going to use orange juice into water. So we are going to get 2 glasses, one full of water, one full of orange juice, and we are going to transfer one to the other for an incredible trick. And the reason this does this is the denser the liquid, it will sink and displace the less dense fluid. So watch my video and then have a go at home.
Okay, so we are going to do an experiment today to see if we can turn water into orange juice. So what you need is a piece of plastic. So you just need to cut this out the side of a piece of Tupperware or something like that, so it's quite hard. And what you're going to do, you're going to put water in one glass, orange juice, or you can use wine. However, in lockdown we want to save our wine really, don't want to give our family rage. So we use orange juice, and what we're going to do, we're going to place this on top and make sure both are filled all the way to the top. You are then going to very carefully turn this upside down and then carefully slide it on top of your water. Do this in a container just in case it goes badly wrong. And then, oh, it's on a wobble. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to carefully pull this away slightly, and let's see what happens. Is it working? Okay, you can see, if you come around here, you can see the orange juice is starting to transfer into the glass below, and the water is being pushed up into the glass above. So we're going to leave this for about 5-10 minutes and see if we can completely swap these two around, and that will prove that the orange juice is denser than water, which is why it is sinking to the bottom, forcing the water out, which is then being forced up into the top glass. So let's give that 5-10 minutes and we'll come back and have a look later. Okay, we're about halfway through now. Look at that. Wow, that looks really cool. That is really clever. Love science. Okay, so there we go. We have swapped our water for orange juice. So the denser liquid at the top has sunk to the bottom and swapped places with the lighter, less dense water. Have a go at home. Okay, so this one we are going to look at the magic properties of water and water tension. So we've got a white bowl preferably, but if not, don't worry about it, just get a little bowl, tiny bit of water in the bottom, and then you're going to get some pepper. Ask your family if you can use the pepper. We're just going to sprinkle that on the surface. So you can see it floats on the top, and that is because the water molecules are held tightly together, so the pepper sits on top. Now if I put my finger in, nothing happens. Pepper stays where it is. Now let's try this way. I'm going to put a tiny bit of washing up liquid on the top and then I'm going to put it in this time and see what happens. Woo! Look at that! Amazing. And that is because the Fairy or any other brand of washing up liquid actually breaks up the water tension, the surface tension of the water, causing the pepper to instantly be separated and move away from the Fairy liquid. So there you go, another magical property of water.
So there you go, everyone. That was our 4 magic tricks with water. I do have a few more for you that you can try at home. So we've got the pencil in the bag. We have a candle and water. That one does need adult supervision. We have cloud in a bottle. And then we have bending or what looks like the bending of a pencil or something like that in a glass. That's actually the refraction by light. So if you look up these titles on Google, you should be able to find how to do the experiment. If you can't, obviously let us know. So hope you enjoyed this lesson. If you've got any photographs of you doing this experiment, then please do send them in. Equally, if you've got a video that you want to share, that would be fantastic. Thanks everyone. Have a lovely week.